has been a minute. I haven't exactly had the most time to get to these little fashion videos, but I definitely want to make them more regular going forward. So hopefully this is the start of that. I am going full steam ahead with my upcycling of shirts. I upload videos weekly to Instagram. If you haven't checked that out, go follow me there. And if you're in the market for a new shirt, have a look. I've got some cool pieces, and that seems to be picking up. So I'm really chuffed about that. To kick things off back into these little fashion videos, I thought we should get into it with a wardrobe tour. Originally, when I found out that we were going to be moving onto a boat and our lives were going to change, I had thought I would totally scale down, become a minimalist, and have one of those capsule wardrobes. Well, that is just not an option for me. I don't think I'll ever be a person that could give up the joy of fashion. I work with it, it's always been my job, it still is my job, and I'm trying to grow that. I just love clothes too much. So I figured out a way that I can keep all my lovely things and enjoy my wardrobe, albeit still very much smaller than what I used to have. The number one way to do that is this sort of method of separation that I've found works quite well. Starting right up here with this old guy. We share these cupboards. My husband Paul has this side and I've got that side. Inside is basically all my trousers and jeans. So I've got any kind of trouser, casual, smart, suit trouser, anything like that, and then every single pair of jeans that I own is stacked up in there as well. And I also keep my belts there and a small box of little random jewelry. Moving over here is this little glorious cupboard. I won't show you the top area, that is Paul's underwear, but down here I house my caps, for lack of a better place to put them. If I hang them on the hooks over there, they just seem to fall down. In here is pajamas and sweats, so sweatpants or sweatshirts, that sort of thing, and folded up, tucked in neatly. You'll see as we go along that things are pretty packed. I definitely have maximized as much as I can shove in there as possible. This whole area here, I would say, is a problem area. It's gotten quite dark. Is that better? Is that better? It's very yellowy, but we'll go with it. It's quite gloomy outside, raining. England. When we first came to buy the boat, I actually looked at it and thought it was quite charming. I love the little porthole mirror and everything, and thought I would spend loads of time here getting ready, but it makes no sense. There's like a step on the floor here, so you can't really stand and enjoy the process of doing anything in this mirror. It's just like a last look, I guess, before you head out. This, in general, huge waste of space. Inside here is our little washing machine, and just next to it is where we store the dirty washing. In the future, I would like to definitely double door this baby and have some extra space, either shelving or maybe some hanging space down the side. We could still have the washing machine there and then have something for like longer coats or whatever. Wouldn't be big, but it'll make such a difference. Housed in this glorious waste of space is my fabulous collection of sunglasses. I used to have them in the cupboard there, but I decided that they were much more easy access in this little box. This would be the only sort of Marie Kondo style organization I've got. Everything else is just folded and shoved in because of the weirdness of the space and all the cupboards. So sunglasses in here with some odd other little bits, and whatever jewelry I have on rotation at the moment, whatever I'm into that I wear often, will be in this little section here. It never looks like this. There is always a paintbrush, a screwdriver, it's always dusty, there's always a slip. Imagine that first space that you walk into in your house, but obviously much smaller and on a boat that's being renovated and worked on all the time. It never looks this clean. Up in the top here is all my t-shirts and my socks. A odd space because it's obviously the curve of the roof heads down, so the cupboard gets much smaller as it goes down towards the back. I decided that neatly folded t-shirts was a sort of good one for there. Not really much else to say about that, is there? This area at the entrance is definitely used for tools and boat things, and although we've obviously got extra cupboard space and we've got the stairs as well, it is all paints, tools, all the stuff that you would need to fix and repair and redo a boat. As much as I would love and had dreams of maybe my hats hanging in there or shoes under the stairs, that is never gonna happen. All boats are also really quite different. I would say I don't really love having the bedroom at the entrance. You can use the front of the boat as your entrance, but ours just makes more sense and is easier to sort of come in and access from the back, the stern, if you want to be. I'm not going to talk like that on this channel. If you want boat stuff, go to my other lifestyle channel that I have with Paul. Here we talk fashion and I don't care about boat terms. Under a mountain of Paul's wet weather jackets, I have some underwear in there, and then I have my summer sandals, well, a few summer sandals in there, and then this houses all my shirts and blazers. You can't really see too much in there. Shirts, going back to blazers. This little bag is actually all my summer hats that I can't even get it out. I just literally popped into this little bag and then roll them up and shove them in there. That was like the best solution that I could come up with that. So down under is my shoes. I have some summer sandals right down here, the more walking, most in use sandals, and then the more fashiony ones that I don't wear so often in there, along with sneakers, and my favorite shoe of all time, the kitten heel. I know what you're thinking, what on earth does a girl on a boat need with a kitten heel? Definitely not walking down the jetty in those babies. But yes, I am in fact a high heels person. I never wear them anymore, but I mourn the loss of them every single day. I've taken out some of the jackets. It's very dark in here so you can't really see, but I keep my sneakers out, and then anything that's really sort of precious or that needs to be kept in a bag, I keep in a bag. Whatever shoe bag they came in, I keep them in there so that they stay protected. We did one time have a leak in this cupboard, and while it has been fine through many a shower since, I always have this fear that all my leather sandals are going to come out moldy or something. The more separation I can keep, the better. Lastly, on this little tiny wardrobe adventure are my jumpers. Of the 3 drawers that we have, I got 1, Paul has 2, but obviously I have the hanging space, and he's never really mentioned that space above the little vanity, but nothing to see here, just a bunch of, as neat as possible, folded jumpers shoved into a tiny space. That's pretty much it for this bedroom space. As much as I would love to have hanging cupboard or something longer where I could see everything hanging clearly in front of me, this method of separating everything into sections, pants go here, trousers if you're watching in England, trousers go here, jeans go here, shirts and blazers go there, t-shirts go there, sleepwear and sweats go there, makes a difference and sort of helps me get dressed and helps me find things. I also am slightly OCD with keeping it neat. That is to my benefit as well. I really thoroughly enjoy going through my cupboard and reorganizing things. I do it, if not every week, at least once every 2 weeks. And because of the way that things are, I often miss certain pieces. I still don't think I have that much clothing, probably too much for a boat this size, but even with the amount that I have, I often forget that I have things. So maybe like the last pair of jeans in the pile I forget to wear or something, and organizing my wardrobe helps me remember how many nice things I have and how lucky I am, and then I can put together like new fun outfits. Now, you didn't think that was all the shoes I had, did you? The last little stop on this wardrobe tour is actually in the saloon. Underneath this glorious corner of our L-shaped dinette houses my leftover boots and handbags. Not exactly an ideal place to put extra shoes. Well, they're not extra, they're my winter boots. And last year, where you saw my little sandals there on the front, I used to have shoe racks, but they're just such a pain in the neck. I actually don't know what I'm going to do because I can't keep muddy boots here. So I don't know where they're going to go. It's a bit of a dilemma. cross that bridge when I start wearing boots again. Anyway, I'll show you the access. You may have noticed there is no mirror. We have one in the bathroom, obviously, but that you can only see waist height. You can't see your whole outfit. I've come up with a maybe solution for it. I'll show you my solution. It's hilarious.